Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today we will explain Surah Al-Mulk, verses 23 to 27. Let's read them first together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الذي أنشأكم وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون. قل هو الذي ذرأكم في الأرض وإليه تحشرون. ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين. قل إنما العلم عند الله وإنما أنا نذير مبين. فلما رأوه زلفة سيئت وجوه الذين كفروا وقيل هذا الذي كنتم به تدعون. صدق الله العظيم. So, ayah 23. قل, a command form, say, and this ayah is addressing Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. قل, say, huwa, he is, الذي, the one, he is the one, or he is who, أنشأكم. أنشأكم is two parts. أنشأ, أنشأ, and كم. I think you know that. So أنشأ is the past tense verb and it means created, and كم is a connected pronoun, ضمير متصل, connected pronoun addressing a group of people. So created you, أنشأكم, created you from nothing. Okay. و and جعل, made, لكم. لكم is two parts also, لا and كم. لا is a possession, لام, it means you own it. And كم also same thing, for you, a group of people, for you. And he made for you or created for you السمع, hearing, و and الأبصار. الأبصار, it means the vision or sight. و and الأفئدة. الأفئدة is plural of فؤاد, it means the heart. الأفئدة, the hearts or intellect. So he is the one who created for you and made for you hearings, the vision, the hearing and the vision and the intellect. But what was your response to that? قليلا ما تشكرون. Okay. The response قليلا ما تشكرون. So قليلا means little, and the opposite of قليلا, little, is كثيرا. Let me write it down. قليلا, قليلا, and the opposite is كثيرا. كثيرا. This is a little and this is a lot. Okay? قليلا and كثيرا. قليلا, so your response to all that is قليلا, little. ما, it means that. تشكرون is a present tense verb addressing a group of people, and it means you give any thanks. So in summary, say, O Prophet, he is the one who brought you into being and gave you hearing, sight, and intellect, yet you hardly give any thanks. Ayah number 23. قل, command form, say, also addressing Prophet Muhammad. هو, he is, الذي, the one. ذرأكم, same thing, it's ذرأ and kum. Okay? You know what this means. So what's ضرأ? ضرأ is a past tense verb and it means he dispersed. So he's the one who dispersed you, the plural form. في, in or around, الأرض, earth. So he's the one who dispersed you all over the earth. و and إليه. إليه is also two parts. It's إلى, a preposition, and it means to or towards. And when you add the he, this is an attached pronoun and it means him, to him, and it's referring to Allah. وإليه تحشرون. تحشرون, it means you will be gathered, in the plural form you, تحشرون. It's from the verb حشرة. That's the root of it. حشرة. حشرة. It means to gather. And it means resurrection. You will be resurrected on the day of judgment. So to summarize, say, O Prophet, he is the one who has dispersed you all over the earth, and to him you will all be gathered. Ayah 25. و and يقولون, they say, متى, when, هذا, this, الوعد. الوعد, it means the promise. So they say or they ask you, when is this promise? In, if. So in means if. In kuntum, you were صادقين, if you were honest. صادقين, honest as a group. The singular form is صادق. 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 Okay? Honest person. صادقين, honest people. So to summarize, and they say to the believers, when will this threat, al-wa'd, or the promise, al-wa'd, come to pass if what you say is true? Now, verse 26. قل, same thing, command form. Say, O Prophet, قل. إنما, إنما, it means indeed. العلم, the knowledge. The knowledge. العلم. عند, عند الله. عند means with Allah. With, عند, with Allah. So say, O Prophet, verily or indeed, the knowledge is with Allah. و and إنما, indeed, أنا, I am نذير مبين. What is نذير? A warner. مبين, a plain or a clear. So in summary, say, O Prophet, that the knowledge about what from the previous ayah, it's about the day of resurrection. Say, O Prophet, that the knowledge is with Allah alone, and I am only sent with a clear warning, or I am only sent as a clear warner. Ayah 27. Then, لما, when. Then when, رأوه, رأوه is two parts. رأى and the ha at the end attached is the pronoun. رأى, they saw, and this pronoun, it refers to the what they questioned before, which is the day of resurrection. When you attach رأى to the ha, this turn is into a wow, so it's رأوه. رأوه. Then when they saw it, which refers to the threat or the promise from the previous ayah. So when they saw it, zulfatan, zulfa means nearby. What happened? See it. Gloomy it became. See it. Wujuhu, the faces. It's a plural of wajh. So wajh, wajh. means face. وجوه is the plural, faces. So gloomy, it became the faces of الذين. Sorry. الذين وجوه الذين, the faces of those الذين كفروا, who disbelieved. And قيل, it was said to them, قيل هذا, this الذي is كنتم, what you were, به, about it, تدعون, calling for. So in summary, when they see it, the resurrection or the promise, as we discussed from previous ayah, or the resurrection, the torment that follows approaching, the faces of the disbelievers become gloomy, and it will be said to them, this is what you were calling for. Okay, now let's have a mini grammar lesson. Let's look at two examples of past tense verbs. قال. So قال, I think you can read it easily now. It means he said. He said. If you want to say she said, how do you change this past tense verb from he said to she said? What you do is attach the end this ta. It's called the feminine ta. قالت. So you write it like this. قالت. She said. Now what if you want to say they said? So instead of this ta right here, instead of the ta, you are going to add a waw and an alif like this. So let's write it together down there. قالوا. قالوا. It means they said. Okay. Another example. Try and read it on your own. كفر. كفر. He disbelieved. Now, if you want to change it to she disbelieved, what would you do? Okay, you add what? This ta, التأنيث, the feminizing ta. So it becomes كفرت like this. Oh, sorry, كفرت. كفرت. She disbelieved. What if you want to say they disbelieved? Remember, instead of this ta, what do you add? Wow and alif. So it becomes what? كفروا. كفروا. They disbelieved. Okay? Now let's look at present tense verb. Instead of saying he said, let's say he says. يقول. يقول. He says. You want to change it to she says. You don't go to the end of the word. You go to the beginning. And next on the ya. And instead of the ya, you put a ta. So it becomes تقول. تقول. She says. Okay? تقول. Now, if you want to change it to they say a present tense. So you go back here. The origin is يقول. You just add a waw, not an alif, and noon. Okay? It becomes يقولون. Let's write it down. They say يقولون. يقولون. Okay. Let's take another present tense verb. He disbelieves. It's not kafara. Kafara is he disbelieved. So when there's a ya right here, it's a present tense yakfuru. Yakfuru. Now, if one is say she disbelieves, what do? You just X on this ya and you add a ta. So it becomes takfuru. Takfuru. يكفروا. Okay? What about they disbelieve? They. Let's go back to the origin. يكفروا. What do you add? You add a waw and a noon. So it becomes يكفرون. Let's write it down. يكفرون. I hope you enjoyed this lesson for today. If you find this content useful, please like, subscribe, and share.